And this be from Cash, not from YouTube.
Let's go. Just got home with my little baby, it just hit 1 o'clock. Bad girl, I'm with you and I just can't stop. Always on point for me, always on point for me when I'm not. You make me feel good while I'm working these shots. Yeah, let's do it. Rockin', baby, ain't no stopping, baby.
Position 6'9", number 14.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Brian Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Paul George.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
A look at the starting group for the Pelicans. They've got DeJounte Murray, and it's Messi in at the 5. And for the 76ers, they've got Joel Embiid. George out there with Maxey, and it's Carey in at the 4. And as we get into the meat of the season, teams sometimes have those team-building excursions, RJ. Any favorites you ever participated in?
We had a Napa excursion one time. That was a lot of fun. The bowling, seeing a movie, all of those things were fun.
And it's going to be the Sixers off the tip. Now here's Maxey. Tight defense on him. Embiid, high post. 5 to shoot. Pass to Carey. For 3. Taylor with a rebound. And there's the drive.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Here's Malone. Tipped away. And they're pushing it up. Taylor passes to Clutch. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Maxey. Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse.
I asked Coach how they plan to limit DeJounte Murray tonight, and he told me we have to match his energy on both ends of the court. DeJounte is a player who can create something out of nothing with the intensity that he plays with. We can expect to see a lot of hustle on the court tonight, B.A.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Clutch. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Pass to Magician. Launches it. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Malone. 15 in his last outing. Here's Magician. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Maxey, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. Messi grabs the board.
Just enough resistance to force the miss, barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Well, what a breakout 4th year for Tyrese Maxey. Named to his first All-Star game in 2024, Richard.
When the Sixers traded away James Harden, it really opened up things for Maxey. Gave him the ball more responsibility, and you know what? He showed up.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Shooting for New Orleans, Messi. At the line for one.
Well, this was a big summer for the 76ers, Grant, trying to capitalize on their championship window with superstar Joel Embiid.
You're spot on, B.A. Acquiring the talent that might allow him to save himself for the home stretch. Of course, last year's playoffs, he battled heroically, but ideally, they'd like him much closer to 100% come the postseason.
And now it's time to look at the teams that have really impressed shooting from the field during the last 10 games. In third, the Pelicans.
It's been a great run for them, kind of shooting the basketball. You love when multiple guys get into a groove at the same time.
76ers trail by 8. Maxey surveys. Inside. And George gets it to go on the assist from Maxey.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
Murray against George. Out left to the wing. Here's Taylor. Hits the three-pointer.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
The 76ers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Embiid, buried from 15 feet out.
Well, and it's just clear how comfortable Embiid is shooting the ball, especially from mid-range.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Clutch. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Outside Maxey. George with it. Here's Carey. Here's the 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker.
Here's Clutch. Maxey covering. And the shot goes down.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
76ers trail by 8. Pass to Carey from outside the arc. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Here's Taylor. Embiid covers. Here's Magician. Here's Taylor. 5 on the clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for New Orleans?
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
First free throw is good. Zion Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. Hits both from the stripe.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
George outside. Screen by Embiid. And George with the jam.
I like when Paul looks to score inside because he's more than capable of dunking it through.
Into the lane. Out to the right wing. Here's Clutch. Got a hand on it. Here's Carey. We saw him with 19 his last time out. It's deflected.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Grimes, he's checked in for the Sixers.
Make some noise, everybody.
To the left side wing. George against Williamson. Pass to Maxey. Takes the three. It's hauled in by New Orleans. And this is their first time matched up with Philadelphia this year. Takes it inside. Taylor's shot is off. 76ers trail by 10. Now here's George. Here's Malone, giving them some good production.
I didn't smoke no fucking black. No, I did not.
just around 16.5 points a game.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's Taylor. Kicks it out to Williamson. Clock at 6. And George with some nice D.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Outside Oubre. Here's McCain. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
At the line for 2. McCain.
And he drops the first. And that's good as he hits both shots. New Orleans leading by 6. Here's Clutch. In the game against Portland, very impressive. Pass to Taylor. Pulls it. Rebound by Philadelphia.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And here's Maxey. Here's McCain. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. 6 to shoot. For 3, Maxey. Messi grabs the board.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Here's McCain. Uses the glass on the layup.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And there's the screen. Here he goes. Taylor. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Now here's Maxey. No points yet. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the Sixers. Here's McCain. McCollum defends. McCain shot is off. The Pelicans lead by 6. There's 57 seconds left in the first. Back to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Here's Magician. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
That makes him 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Grimes. Beyond the arc. McCollum pulls it in. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Throws it up high. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's Embiid. Not a lot of room. Yabusele. And that's not going to go. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Pelicans ahead, up 10. And we'll be back right after this. Welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you think, guys?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Okay, on the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Moses Moody out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then there's Zion Williamson. And it's Magician in at center. Here's McCain. Can't connect from 14.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make them all.
Here's Magician. Shot from the low post is good. Magician's got 13.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Embiid. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Pass to McCain. Puts it up from 12. And that one off the back of the rim and in. McCain's got this second bucket.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring. But he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie. Here's Yabusele after the basket by New Orleans. Here's McCain. 6 points for him. From deep three-point range. No good. That's his third miss out of 5 attempts.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
McCollum, pass to Williamson. Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Change here. Murray's checked in. Taking a look at some numbers here for him.
And he's really shot the ball well from the charity stripe recently. He's stepping up to the line with confidence and just burying those shots in bunches. It's been encouraging to watch his development.
76ers trail by 16. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And here now are the teams that have made a difference with their defense in the past 10 games. Second, New Orleans.
They've turned up the heat defensively over this last stretch, trying to force more turnovers. That's been their game.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Williamson. And Embiid with the block.
Yeah, defensively, Embiid can take over a game with his reach. Big block from him there.
Pass to McCain. The putback. Here's Embiid. Shots blocked. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. And we have to take another look at that block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
On defense, the Pelicans. Puts up a three, and Malone gets it to go. Malone's got 7 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen. Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Pass to Grimes. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Murray.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
First trip to the line for him here.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And you look around the league, we're witnessing a changing of the guard, Richard. A lot of young teams on the rise.
I think so. LeBron, Curry can only rule the roost for so long. Eventually, that torch has to be passed.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Magician. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. Magician's got 4 points now in the quarter. 76ers trail by 11. Here's Malone. To the left wing. Here's Carey. Sends it home from three-point land. Carey's got his second basket of the game.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Now McCollum. Pass to Magician. Shot clock at 6. McCollum outside. Right at the free throw line. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Substitution for your 76ers.
Now Philadelphia with it. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Pass to Malone. And stolen by Murray. Williamson with it. Now here's McCollum. Shoots over Maxey. McCollum's shot is off. 76ers trail by 8. An MVP in this league, Richard. Joel Embiid. Is there any way to slow this guy down?
The answer, no, B.A. There is no way to slow him down. He's got the unique ability of size, skill, athleticism. You name it, he's got it.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
He's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
So that's how things are currently looking for the dunk contest. But, of course, we'll update you with the latest news as we receive it.
And as this lineup starts to take shape, this event is only getting more and more exciting.
Offensive rebound. Here's Magician. Excellent D there from Embiid. 76ers trail by 6. Crosses over. George, no good. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Murray from outside. They get it back. Clutch's shot is off. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 12-4 run. George outside to the paint. And he jams it home with authority.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And so Murray will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. At one point, they led by 16. Magician pass to Murray. Here's Taylor. He has 7. Ooh, nice D from George. Here's Malone. George scanning the floor. Pass to Maxey.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Grimes, he's checked in for Embiid.
Coming onto the floor for your sixer, number 5.
Here's Malone. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Murray with it. Guarded now by George. Murray passes to the Magician. Here's Taylor. Offline with a 3.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Maxey. The rebound by Magician. Magician's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Clutch passes to the Magician. Buries it from 3. Magician's got 7 now in this quarter.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Pass to Grimes. Jacks up a 3. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. New Orleans leading by 7. Here's Magician. George defending. Here's Magician. Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
Now here's Maxey. The D's right on him. Here's Malone. Driving in. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Unselfish play by Maxey. He's learned to get his teammates involved.
On the wing, Murray. George defending. Minute 32 left in the first half. Pass to Taylor. There's 5 on the clock. Philadelphia grabs the miss. They defeated Washington in their last game.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
It definitely made things easier for them. When the other team is just handing you the ball back, you got to make them pay for it.
The Pelicans lead by 7. Pass to Murray. Williamson outside. Out to the wing. Picked by Williamson. Here's Taylor. Drops in the layup for 2. Taylor's got 9.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Grimes. Here's Malone. Defended by Murray. George for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. 7 points in the game.
Gets the ball and takes the shot. It's that easy for Paul George.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Murray with it. Guarded now by George. Here's Magician. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for the Pelicans, number 55. Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Then he sinks the second. Here's Malone. 15 points in the game. Shoots. Unable to get that one.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Well, they're playing bully ball inside, so much so that... Shaq, I'm gonna let you take it.
Oh, yeah. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, in the place to be. Most definitely, they seize the paint like a MIC. Me and Ernie and Kenny.
Let's shift gears now and see how things are stacking up in the Western Conference.
You know, for New Orleans, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. At one point, they led by 16. We've got Maxey. Joel Embiid is out there with Paul George. And it's Carey in at the power forward position. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' two stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. The offensive rebound. Pass to Magician from the arc. That shot off the mark. 76ers trail by 9. And here's George. Here's Carey. George with it. Ooh, poked away. And stolen by Murray for the finish. And it's Murray finishing it off.
He's just a fun player to watch in these moments. Murray uses his defense to generate his offense sometimes.
Pass to Carey. Back to Maxey. Now here's Embiid. The rebound by Magician. Magician's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. All right, Richard, when you think about where Joel Embiid stacks up with the great centers, he's put up some historic numbers.
Just last season, that 70-point, 15-rebound, 5-assist game, the first player to hit those marks ever in NBA history, BA.
And during the last month's worth of play, here are the top rebounding squads in the league. New Orleans, 4th.
And last month, this team was active on the glass. Really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
76ers trail by 11. They set a pick. George passes to Carey. Outside Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tipped. Here's Taylor. 9 points in the game. Here's Clutch. Oh, my goodness. How about that? Ooh, an incredible double clutch dunk.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Now here's Embiid. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13 and a half a game.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Here's Murray. And he lays it up and in. Murray's got 6 here in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Let me hear you once again get loud for your Philadelphia 76ers ENT.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Here's Carey. 6 points for him. Down low. Here's Embiid. Rebounded by New Orleans. Misi's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Here's Taylor. Gets the 3 to fall. Taylor's got 12 points in the game. 76ers trail by 16. George outside. They set the pick. Six on the shot clock. The rebound by Magician. The Pelicans lead by 16. Here's Clutch. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
George outside. Screen by Embiid to the middle to halt the run. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists in the game.
It's near impossible trying to guard Embiid in the pick and roll. He's just so clever.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. Here's Misi. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
They're really working the paint now.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Embiid. Fade away. Yep, that one goes. Give him 8 points now.
That was a disgusting first half he turned in, but it's been night and day for him after the break.
Outside Murray. Here's Clutch. Shot clock at 6. Good on the bucket. Clutch has got 6 here in the quarter.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
And here's Embiid. Give him 8 points now. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Such a physical player. Hard not to get into it with Embiid when you're covering him.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pelicans.
You've got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior.
Shooting over 80% from the line during his career, Embiid is not only one of the best free throw shooting centers in the league today, he's one of the best all time.
Grimes, he's checked in for Paul George. And a change for the Pelicans. Zion Williamson is checked in for DeJounte Murray. And a quick look at how New Orleans' schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Drew Holiday and the Boston Celtics. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago.
And looking at the Dallas matchup, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more even pairing in the league. That one promises to be a really closely fought battle.
Now here's Maxey. No points so far. Malone. Rebounded by New Orleans. Magician's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And it's Pelicans ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Pass to Clutch. There's a screen. Here's Taylor. This one for three. Carey grabs a miss. Carey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Maxey. Here's Grimes. Drills it from deep. Grimes has got 5.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to review the game plan. Here's Clutch. He's got 12. To the wing on the left. Here's Taylor. He buries it from 3. 15 points in the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. And Clutch gets it to go. And the Pelicans lead by 17.
He's just got it on automatic right now, shooting 100%, and that'll keep your confidence high.
Outside Maxey. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game.
He's been held scoreless tonight, really just unable to make any sort of impact.
Here's Magician, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Outside Maxey, pass to Carey. Deflected.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
And that one's good. Magician.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Maxey passes to Grimes. 1:49 left in the third. Embiid high post. Second chance effort. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Embiid's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching, let's see what's going on in the West. You look at the Pelicans, sitting pretty at this point of the season, second place and looking to move to first.
You know, for New Orleans, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right. Oh, wow. He's yet to score this quarter. And
okay, look out!
Man!
Wow!
You know, at the offensive end, McCollum does a little of everything for you. I mean, that was a great pass.
76ers trail by 21. Pass to McCain. .54 seconds left in the third. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Here's Magician, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Magician's got 27 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Maxey against McCollum. The three is up. And it's Maxey missing.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Releases. McCollum's shot is off. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Maxey on the wing. Pass to McCain. There's the three. The shot, no good. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be back in a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. So for New Orleans right now, Zion Williamson out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Taylor in at the point. From the high post, Embiid gets the bucket.
When we talk about guys 7 feet plus, is Embiid the top shooter? I can't think of anyone that's a little bit better.
Here's Taylor. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Here's McCain. Pass to Embiid. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
Here's Taylor. Oh, that one makes him 7 for 14. Got a nice rhythm going here today.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Embiid inside, working on Olynyk. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Look, inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
Now here's Williamson. And the basket is good.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. The 76ers making a switch here.
First team foul. Coming up to the floor for your Sixers. Number 25, Marcus Morrow.
New Orleans on D. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside Oubre. Three-pointer. It doesn't go for him.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Murray. Rebound by the 76ers. Over to the left wing. To the inside. Here's Embiid. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Embiid's got 15 points in just the second half. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Murray, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Oubre passes to Malone. Embiid, high post. Pass to Grimes. 6 to shoot. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Now here's Murray. He's covered closely. And here's Williamson. Here's Taylor. Oh, there's the alley. Oubre with a steal. Here's Malone. Oh, powered down with both hands.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Taylor. Back to Murray. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Oubre against Olynyk. Oubre can't hit. The Pelicans lead by 18. Here's Taylor. Outside Olynyk. The three. And again, New Orleans no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Malone. Pass to Embiid. Unloads. The Pelicans pull it in. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And the basket by Taylor. Taylor's got 6 points in the quarter.
He is pouring it in this quarter. Maybe double team or shoot at this point in time. Triple team the dude.
Here's Malone. And there's a 3-second violation.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Magician. Now, we don't pick favorites, Richard, but did you have a favorite road city?
Well, it depends on when you ask me, B.A. I love New York. That's my favorite city. I was born in L.A., but there's nothing like going home to Phoenix, Arizona, where I grew up.
Pass to Embiid. Oh, got a piece of it. And here comes the break. And that one's good. Magician's got 29 points.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Here's Carey. Back to Maxey. Now here's Embiid. Down low. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And that's the thing about a superstar like Embiid. He does have a score-first mentality, but he trusts his teammate. He knows when to make the right pass.
Here's Clutch. Pass to Messi. Here's Clutch. With some arc. It's hauled in by Oubre. Here's Malone. Defended by Murray. Now Oubre. And here's Embiid. Crafty move. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. Embiid's got 17 points here in the second half.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
The 76ers making a switch here. George is checked in. Taylor, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Here's Malone. And there it is for him. Malone's got 6 here in the quarter.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Murray with it. Picked up by Embiid. Murray, no good.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Embiid, good.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
There's the drive. Clutch. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Man, good whistle there.
At the line for your Sixers, Tyrese Maxey. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw's good from Maxey.
What I love most about Maxey is his aggressive attitude. When he's out there, he keeps his foot on the gas pedal.
Both free throws good from Maxey. Here's Clutch. Here's Magician. Ooh, nice D from George. 76ers trail by 14.
That's his fourth personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Now here's Maxey. Defense is right there. Embiid inside. The rebound by Clutch. Clutch has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. .149 left in the game. Here's Magician. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Philadelphia's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Malone, pass to George. Pelicans cleared away. Magician's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Pelicans.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Yeah, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Magician.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Here's Clutch. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And the Pelicans lead by 17.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, but when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
On offense, here are the Pelicans. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Here's Clutch. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Carey with the bucket. 17 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Taylor. And so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now our player of the game.
My Lord is great.
She took a flight for the paddock and panic. I be her like mechanic. Once she gon' keep coming back in. She be throwing that quarterback in. I cannot come through the front with no back end. Who's a dummy, now she double back in. Please do not give me your heart, I'm a please don't give me your heart, I'ma crack it. Baby, I'm not one of those. I can't be trusting it. I put my trust in the dough. Feel like Uzi, I rock and roll. She said she love me, I already know. Said she love me, girl, I gotta go. I'm on my muddies, I'm back on the I'm on my muddies, I'm back on the road. Wait, I feel like Cash and Chow. This too slizzy when I get around. She when I'm said she never been a she not alone, yeah, she came with a buddy. My back cause I know it get ugly and I'm getting I feel like a mummy. Empty heart, you should fill it with money. Comedian guy, you keep thinking you funny. I'ma laugh when you turn to it. Don't be capping like you really love me. Don't be acting like you really wait. She took a flight for the paddock and panic. I be her like mechanic. Once she gon' keep coming back in. She be throwing that quarterback in. I cannot come through the front with no back end. Who's a dummy, now she double back in. Please do not give me your heart, I'm a please don't give me your heart, I'ma crack it. Please do not give me your heart, I'm a please don't give me your heart, I'ma crack it. Please do not give me your heart, I'm a please don't give me your heart, I'ma crack it. Please don't give me your heart, I'ma give me your heart, I'ma crack it. Give me your heart, I'ma give me your heart, I'ma flight for the paddock and panic. I be like mechanic. Once she gon' keep coming back in.